Hello and welcome back. Sorry, should I say good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
And distinguished guests, you forgot.
And distinguished guests. I am your host, Abs from the Eastern Suburbs. This is also my host, Thy Thomas from the Western Suburbs. Thy Thomas.
Sure, lads, how are we? Listen, I don't know how much more of a egotistical Eastern Suburbs, typical, you have nothing better to do with your life than learn every single pronunciation of the words in the Oxford Dictionary and Thesaurus, and you want to try and find different words for everything, but it's not working. Cut it off. You're from Greenacre. Join the boys back in red and black.
For thou shalt speak the English language.
Of course, here we go. Of course.
In
Disgusting.
the language of thy queen, Elizabeth.
You realise that Arsenal, the Mendham, the South London lads don't speak like that, and your team is first currently in the Prem, and you want to betray them for shit FC, as I call them.
God save the Queen. I'm joking. All right, let's get it started. So, the Premier League. So, from this week onwards, we're going to exclusively and closely follow the three-horse title race. That's honestly looking like it could just be the best one we've seen ever.
That's what he's saying.
Coming from the Chelsea.
I'm going to overrule that. If Mudryk or Jackson gets on the score sheet, they get in a 5-minute cameo. I'm letting you know right
look,
now.
If there are...
If Mudryk or Jackson gets on the score...
If there are Chelsea performances that have to be spoken of, 100%, although I think that we will cover these three teams closely each week. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. And let's kick it off with the biggest game of the weekend, which was Manchester City versus Liverpool.
So you woke up 5 a.m. What was your reaction?
But I didn't wake up. I rewatched it the next day. I had work the next morning.
But what was your reaction after you saw the score?
I could not have been happier. Mind you, I started a new job that same day. Got up 1-1. My team's top of the table. I'm driving with a smile on my face, even though I was dying on the weekend. Like I caught something.
Was it the Wanderers performance?
I came back home from that night with a tickle in my throat. So that says something.
Okay.
But let's kick it off. And let's get the goals out of the way first.
Yeah.
Corner taken quickly. John Stones. It wasn't really taken quickly. I think it's a set piece.
Did you see Aki's involvement in that? But
yeah,
that's intelligence.
Yeah.
To move McAllister off like he shipped him off back to Rosario in Argentina, lad. The brother got sent, and then mate perfectly placed. De Bruyne curved. He went in then out, in then out, in then out, and then mate absolutely brilliant.
No, he cooked. He actually cooked.
Both of them too, but
yeah.
And you can't tell me that's not rehearsed in the training ground.
No, and it looks like the way De Bruyne has taken it as well, and the run from Stones, you could tell they've worked on it before.
Yeah, absolutely.
See, the Liverpool goal on the other hand, the penalty from McAllister. You think penalty? Yeah.
Edison, come on.
Yeah. He came off injured as well, and Ortega came on. My question to you, as you would say.
Do you reckon he was injured?
No, he's injured. He's injured.
Do you reckon it was embarrassment?
He's done it before.
Of course
it's not the first time he's come off injured this season.
No.
My question though, do you think City are better off with him or Ortega in goal? Edison? Now you think it'll...
He's crucial to the way they play out from the back.
Yeah, well, will it hinder them on this run for the next 10 games?
No.
No? Not even slightly?
De Bruyne is there, brother.
Not even slightly?
No.
Fair enough.
Not a chance.
Right.
Mate, free-flowing first half, but if we're... Mate, for me, free-flowing, City had the first half.
Yeah.
For me, Liverpool peppered them in the second.
Oh, bro.
They made it uncomfortable, lad.
They
made it uncomfortable.
We'll give them a few numbers into that game. 7 shots
Stat
each.
Merchants back.
Stat Merchants pack.
Sorry.
7 shots on goal each in that first half. City found 4 on target. Liverpool only found 1. Okay. There was an XG of 1.15 to Man City compared to Liverpool's 0.56. And then the second half, as we said, they turned the screw. 12 shots to 3, 5 on target, 3 big chances. They had 2.14 XG compared to City's 0.41. City, although had 3 shots, 2 of them were on target.
Hit the post.
Foden had one where it deflected. Keeper saved it, deflected off him, hit the crossbar.
Do you know what it looked like? Have you watched the Chinese soccer movies where they move the ball around by the string?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Brother, hit the thing where boom, boom, boom. It's unbelievable.
No, do you remember that Ronaldo robot commercial, whatever it was, where the ball's flying and he's just like throwing himself?
Sharpie.
No, don't do that to my goat. Don't do that to my
Let's do
goat.
it, mate. Let's do it. For me, though, I felt sorry for Diaz. Fuck, he missed some chances.
Luis.
Yeah, Luis.
Here's the thing: if Salah was on the field,
He converts.
he converts.
He converts
those?
one of them.
At least one of them.
One of them.
Because he had an open. There was one where he just edge of the box. He's looking directly at the keeper.
I think he took it on his wrong foot, but.
No, he's right-footed. No, I remember the one you're talking about. He scuffed it. It went to the
yes,
wide right.
yes.
Yeah. Nah, look, although they brought on a few stars, I think their bench is starting to grow again. Gakpo, Salah, Robert all came on. Simicast was still available on
Did
the
Jota
bench.
start?
Jota, yes, he did.
He started.
I believe. Did he?
I don't know.
No, it was Diaz, Elliott, and Nunes.
Okay.
No, Jota's not available yet.
Why?
No, he's
Do it.
still injured.
Sure.
So
When he comes back, he'll be big loss.
yeah,
Sorry, big game. Sorry.
a big loss.
I'm from the West, apparently. I forget my words, apparently, from what I've been told.
Come to the eastern suburbs.
Of course, never a chance. Never in a million years. Mate, you're really playing this villain arc well. Keep going. There might not be a podcast.
Some say I was born to be a villain.
Okay, anyway. I want to propose you a question.
Yes.
Darwin Núñez.
Yes.
Have you ever seen a gentleman more offside than him?
No.
Fuck. No. It's unbelievable.
25 offsides this season. Hey, do you know who second place is?
Is it Sterling?
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson.
Nicholas.
Nicholas Jackson with 21.
Hey, my Senegalese goat scored this morning.
Do you want to know the sad part though?
No.
Both of them?
I don't
When
know.
they're offside, it's in the back of the net.
Don't tell me that. I already know that.
When they're offside,
Don't tell me that. I already know that.
Núñez would be in the Haaland class. In the Haaland class, if he had freaking stayed on side for half of those. Because they actually either find the back of the net or he finds a really good pass to the
So
outside.
you're telling me Jackson's a top 5 striker in the Premier if he stays on side?
I mean, there's not much competition. Aside from Haaland and Watkins.
Solanke.
Hey, where's he been?
Dominic.
He dipped off after like halfway through the season.
Came to Mountie Liverpool. He tried. He didn't make the squad, unfortunately.
Coach Luke, mate. Coach Luke. What are you thinking, my friend?
Mate, listen, shout out to Endo.
Yeah.
Brother, he has been proving his worth in yen, euros, rubies, whatever economic thing you want to use. The brother's been using it.
Rubies? You mean
Rupees.
rupees?
That's the one.
Yes.
Sorry, mate. You got every accent nailed apparently, according to you. You're from the east. Sorry, I forgot. You got everything's perfect. Everything's perfect. No mortgage for you guys. No nothing. But we're here struggling.
Everything's fun and dandy in
Of course it
Roselle,
is.
my friend.
Of course
mate.
it is.
Yeah.
What's the shirt? Politics? Or is it
No.
from Lowe's? I bought mine from Lowe's.
No. Gucci.
Mm.
Yeah.
Gucci make shirts?
Yeah. I bought it from East Gardens. Anyway, look, he won 80% of his duels that game.
He's unbelievable.
Made 96% of his passes, and he's genuinely starting to prove that is wrong. I doubted him at the start.
Of course I did. Me too.
But he's come in, and even with Trent not being in midfield lately, he's actually stepped up.
Fun fact,
What?
Klopp's never won a league without a Japanese player. Sweet.
It's only won one league.
Sped. Kagawa. Dortmund.
Oh, we're talking about fair enough. We're
Thanks.
talking about Liverpool, mate. Fuck.
Top 10. And they're so clean as well, the way they play. Endo's not a malicious player. Just tackles, gets his move on, shakes the gentleman's hand. No worries, brother. Give you shirt after swap shirt, no problem. And then
Sorry, can I make an Eastern Suburbs request? Can we please request the air conditioning to go back on, please?
I'll work on it, good sir.
Thank you.
Oh my God, mate! Listen, for me though, unbelievable, and it's a shame that it's going to come to an end. Man, this CityPool derby, there's been some absolute momentous occasions. You're thinking John Stones off the line. You're thinking Mane against Edison, where both Mane had a brilliant performance and then he fly kicked someone.
Yeah.
Man, Guardiola and Klopp, I'm going to miss them both. And for me, as a non-top 3 fan in this title race, I'm going to miss them both.
Me too. And it's the closest thing we've had to Fergie and Wenger since Fergie and Wenger.
Yeah, I see it.
To be honest, and
I see it.
I got to ask you. I'll give you mine first. What's your favorite? I'm gonna call it the CityPool derby moment ever. Could be any game. Could be the Champions League. Could be EFL Cup, FA Cup, Premier League.
Oxlade Chamberlain's long range strike against City,
Yeah.
and Salah's long just after halfway in the same game.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Actually,
Put it.
oh, great. Oh,
Oxlade
sorry,
Chamberlain.
Sydney FC.
Oh. Nah, it has to be the Ox.
Oh, bro,
Yeah, it's that 3. I think it was finished
it was
3-1.
3-1.
Mate, Nah, and you know what's a close second? Look, I have to give it to John Stokes.
Yeah, John Stokes.
Like
John
that,
Stokes.
you don't, especially in these last 10 years, there haven't been many memories that stick to your mind like that.
From a defender.
From a defender, especially, where he's clearing it literally
Yeah.
that much off the line, and it made that bit of difference where they actually won the league.
Who would have thought, but
Yeah.
that an Evertonian boy had so much enjoyment at Anfield? Who would have thought?
Hey, can I give you a bit of, you might know this, you might not know this.
I know a lot of things, but tell me.
Mr. has been speaking online for yapping and yapping and yapping and yapping for the last God knows how long. Jamie Carragher is an Evertonian.
I know.
Is an Evertonian.
I know.
What the?
Brother, when the paycheck comes in, the paycheck comes in.
He sits there and yaps and yaps and yaps and backs Liverpool. Like he's there, you know, he's going to die by the badge, and he might very well be. But he's an Evertonian.
Yeah, but you got to be loyal to the club that you played for.
What about the club that you know you grew up with and made you love football? Let's put it this way. If I as an Arsenal fan grew up and Tottenham offered me a contract at 20, let's just say they offered me, you know, $300,000 a week. I'm taking that contract.
Of course you are.
But I'm not going to turn around and back them. The minute I'm out of that club, I'm freaking shitting all over them.
But why are you in the club? They're the
Money.
best club in the world.
For the money.
They're the best club in the world.
For the money. Anyway, he wasn't that good of a defender anyway. I have to say, though, that game was a showcase of superstars.
Showcases superstars, and it showcases what Arsenal need to do in 3 to 4 weeks
Yeah.
to have a chance to beat City.
I want to make a comment. I actually think Arsenal dealt with Liverpool better than Man City did. I hear you laughing in the back.
I'm going to have to disagree on that.
Really?
Yeah.
Liverpool tried to open up the game the way they did against City against Arsenal.
Yeah.
Okay. Unsuccessfully. They didn't have as many open chances. Realistically, the only goal they scored was an own goal. Even in the first game where we drew 1-1 with them at Anfield, aside from...
You played a better game that first time you versed them. In my opinion, you played a better game that first time you versed them.
Did you watch that first half?
Yes.
Of the 3-1?
Yes.
All over them.
Yes.
We out-Liverpooled Liverpool.
So unfortunately, football's a 90-minute game.
I don't think Man City have the versatility to... Not even versatility. If you can outrun Man City, you have every chance of beating them.
I think if you can outpress Man City.
You can match them. With Liverpool, not many teams are able to, let's just say, Klopp and Jurgen press and still be able to hold the ball like Arsenal did. And I don't want to make it about Arsenal, but I actually think that Man City...
Guess what? The Arsenal segment's next. Big surprise. Who would have thought? Wow.
No, but all jokes aside, I actually think it showed that City are... I've said it for weeks. You can get at City.
Of course you can.
Bit of pressure.
Chelsea did.
Bit of press. Yeah, they did. Credit to Chelsea.
Yeah, the boys.
Like, you know what? I can't even say that they didn't win the game. Liverpool didn't win the game either. And who's out of that top three the only team to actually win the games against the other teams? Which segues us into the next segment.
Of course it does. Arsenal Brentford against my second favourite coach, Sir Thomas Frank. Oh, sorry, Sir Benjamin of White.
Sir Benjamin of White.
Do it in the Eastern Suburb accent.
Sir Benjamin.
Nobody cares. So he looked comfortable on the ball in his inverted mode. He's like a transformer. He's like a Decepticon.
Can overlap. Can
yeah,
go
brother.
between.
He goes inside and out. He's like Megatron, brother. Goes in and out. Plane, then a tank. He's on form.
Listen,
he's incredible. But
all jokes aside, he is coming to life this second half of the season.
I think he's been your best wingback the whole year.
This season, yeah.
I think
100%.
I think. And for a bloke that doesn't love football, he's not doing too
But
bad.
maybe that works. You don't, the more you do of one thing, I think the more likely you are to fall out of love with it. And I think if you kind of, you play football, you go home, you enjoy the rest of your life for what it is, and you don't surround yourself with it, makes you come back to the pitch and actually...
Why are you looking into my soul like you're talking to me? I know you are, because that's my life.
All right, Julian, mate. So when you go home, don't play football. Okay, see? There you go.
Listen, Benjamin White, Ramsdale, we got all this. But for me, fair play to Johan Wissa. Now, I'll tell you what. Last week, he attempted 3 bicycle kicks. 2 of them broke his back. He's still in hospital now recovering. What a beautiful one to score. And then, listen, you can be critical about how it went in. You got to be there to follow. You got to be there to press.
Look, fair play, but I also think Ramsdale butchered the living hell out of it. He absolutely butchered it because at the end of the day, he had Saliba right there.
Yeah, square. Yeah, it's a Saliba square.
You don't need to take a touch and let it go all the way to back to freaking Liverpool.
Yeah, it's Saliba square. For me, though, he saved your ass against Tony's one. But he caught out. He got caught out.
He got caught out.
It was too high.
You know, one of the boys in the group chat, he made a comment. He said, Ramsdale saved you. No, Ramsdale saved himself. Every save that he done was his own doing. And I'll tell you how. The first one, his own mistake. Could have passed it to Saliba instead of trying to go to White, trying to show off because he was playing well before. The kicks, the throws, everything he was doing was immaculate.
So do you reckon he was playing Super Smash Bros or Mario Kart on the thing?
I don't know. He was smashing his head into a brick wall by the looks of it. The second one, which was the Tony one. If you're going to be out that far, be weary of the space behind you.
Facts.
Okay. Thirdly, the header from Aya, I believe. Great save. Raya comes out to catch those. Raya is proactive.
Raya, he's got a better commandment of the box.
Yeah,
that's not.
But he also
commands his box.
He prevents a lot of these things before they happen. And there's a reason why Mikel has replaced Ramsdale, because Ramsdale will have plays 10 games, will have 5 or 6 amazing games, 3 good games, but that one game he up is absolutely like colossal.
I would argue that Ramsdale has bigger moments than Raya, but Raya is more consistent.
It's consistent, and that's kind of what you need. Yeah.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
So out of all the big major footballing events that happened this big week, why have you decided to put a certain German man in the middle of our lovely studio at Bella Vista Hotel?
Samina, waka, waka, 60 million
up
down
the
the
train.
Kai Havertz scores again, mate.
Talk to me.
So I love being proven right.
Listen, Tenki, a while ago, uploaded something on YouTube saying that Havertz is a top 3 centre mid signing. And you immediately rang him and said, take it down. We're going to lose the YouTube channel. It's going to be copyright as a copyright strike or some.
No. I said we're going to lose our credibility.
So I think we need to give a big clap to Tanky for that. No? Okay.
No. I'm going to have to.
I'm going to give it to him. I'll tell you what.
But out there, his best games are at striker. Why am I speaking Croatian now? He is a phenomenal number 9. He's troubled the likes of Van Dijk. He's troubled the likes of Manchester City. He's come clutch, and even when he's starting in midfield, he's scoring from positions. So he's making runs.
So he's better than R9. Is that what you're saying?
Better than R9, better than CR7.
Phenomenal one.
You know, if you played instead of CR7 at striker at Real Madrid.
Oh fuck! Oh don't please.
They wouldn't have lost the.
You done? Are you done with the stupidity?
I'm joking. All jokes aside, yeah, he has come.
Luckily, that will never make air. Thank the Lord, Christ.
All jokes aside, I think Mikel's found his confidence again, and we're starting to see the Leverkusen Havertz once again.
Yeah,
confident, backing himself, and I know you're going to disagree with that in the back there, but the Leverkusen Havertz that backed himself and actually took players on and wasn't afraid to make runs and make passes that at Chelsea. He completely was shut down, and like you could see mentally, he's lost it. But bro's smiling. Bro is smiling.
Sounds such a simple thing to say.
He's smiling and playing football.
Listen, to you, with the addition of Havertz, with the addition of Royce, with the addition of Saliba, Gabby, 2 years ago, whatever. How does this squad stack up with Man City's limitless budget and Liverpool's 2020, arguably 2020 squad? Arsenal lenses off, and then we answer the question.
Doesn't stack up against them yet. And that's
good. Yeah. Okay. That's
like, at the end of the day, I think that Man City squad, we can't touch them. Like, let's be honest here. Like, what they won and what they've achieved and the caliber of player they've had in there. I'm not saying that Odegaard and Rice and all of that aren't, for me, world class. It's just that when you look at Haaland, you look at De Bruyne, Fernandinho in his prime, you look at players like Diaz and what they've become. Even when Company was there towards the start. These are players who reached levels that you'd be counting them conversations for the top 2, top 3 in world football.
In position.
In their position. And sometimes with, for example, like De Bruyne and Haaland, top 5 in the world of all players. So we can't necessarily be in that conversation. You know, if in the next 5 years we go on and win 2 or 3 leagues, we win a Champions League, we start collecting trophies and
Won't happen, but
individual honors, it's more likely to happen than you guys doing anything. But
carry on.
maybe then I think I could sit there and marry it up against that Liverpool team possibly, and I know I'm going to cop a lot of flack for this, but I actually think we've got more individual stars. Hear me out. Although that Liverpool team is phenomenal.
I think it's the other way around. I think they have individual stars, and I think you guys are a better collective unit. I'll tell you why. Saka or Salah?
Salah.
Okay. Mane or Martinelli? No, for fuck's sake.
Let me.
Mane or Martinelli? Eminem, which one?
Mane.
Okay. Robertson, White.
It's the other side. Robertson's.
Alexander-Arnold, White.
No, you're taking Trent.
Allison or Ramsdale? Or Raya?
Allison.
There's your answer.
Where's the rest of the team? The rest of no. The rest of the team. Are you taking Hendo or Rice?
Are we talking Saudi Arabia, Hendo?
Player,
or?
no.
Oh, okay.
Player for player. Attributes, skill and everything. That's how I've been taken.
Rice, baby, yeah.
Rice. Odegaard or Wijnaldum?
Odegaard.
Okay. Who do you want the third midfielder to be? Jorginho, Partey, Havertz?
Let's go Jorginho.
Jorginho. I'm
For
telling
James
you.
Milner? I'll take James Milner.
The other centre back. Are you taking Matip, Saliba or Gabriel?
So Van Dijk's in?
Van Dijk's the left side. Okay. Saliba or Matip?
Saliba.
You know, you could argue.
Left back?
Zinchenko or Robertson?
Robertson. Oh, come on. Hello.
It's a debate.
There's no
Robertson.
debate. There's no debate.
Yeah, but Zinchenko as a player, we're talking attributes as a player.
Attributes?
Attributes as a player.
The stat merchant.
Technically.
No, the stat merchant.
Yes.
Who's got the most assists in the record for the Prem as a defender?
Robertson, who's won more trophies. Zinchenko.
Brother was playing in Hull City. Brother was playing for Man City.
Brother was playing for Shakhtar Donetsk before Man City.
Brother was playing for Scotland Sunday League Division 5.
And bro plays for Ukraine.
Bro plays for
Are
Scotland.
you going to argue with the Ukraine? Thank you very much. All right. On to the next segment. So here,
Hey, fair play. You got me in a box.
here in Bella Vista, before we started filming, we wrapped up a game which,
Do we have to talk about it?
yes,
Okay.
finished 7-0.
So it was actually Wanderers beat Sydney FC 7-0. You just don't know about it.
Yeah,
It's
wake
coming
up,
out.
wake up, wake up.
Mate, the Wanderers got absolutely obliterated by Melbourne City. For me, we've been hearing rumours. There's some not nice comments that we're not going to repeat, obviously, on the channel. I still can't justify a 3-year extension for Rudin. I think there should be some possible ramifications.
Yeah.
I'm not going to mention certain names or certain roles, but I do think that there needs to be some hard action because currently, right now, this is the tied biggest scoreline in the A-League's history. Tied biggest scoreline in the A-League's history.
Let me.
1 second. For a club that's only been around for 12 years.
That's mad.
And the A-League started in 2004.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. Tied. And I'm telling you what, if City had their shooting boots on, which you might think they did if it was 7-0, the amount of saves that Lawrence Thomas had to make, especially that second half, this could have been more.
Yeah.
No, absolutely could have been more.
No, I know.
Disgusting.
And I
Disgusting.
think the sad part is, Tom, is he made 4 subs at half time. It was 4-0.
No, we made all 5.
All 5.
All 5 were done.
All 5 at half time.
All 5 were done.
And nothing changed.
No, nothing changed. Nothing changed.
I think at the end of the day, like, we can sit here and talk about, like we said, that we've written out the Wanderers Western United game. Then they tried a different formation. Before we'll talk about this. We'll run you through quickly the game. Changed different formation. Milanovic ended up scoring a beautiful goal, and then kapoom, downhill.
13 minutes.
Downhill.
13 minutes.
Pena goes and scores. Then he assists Rukavicka for the third one. And then that's it. You've lost 3-1 against last place. You lost the week before in a humiliating loss in the derby, and you lose 7-0 now. Like, at the end of the day, you know, I'm worried for the club. Like, all shit aside.
I worry for the fans.
I worry for Julian and I were at the game that weekend, and it was dead.
No, it was dead.
It was dead, and
dead
it was sad.
It was dead blood.
Like people, like I make a joke. The only people that went to the game were the people who paid too much for their memberships to not be at the game.
No, it was dead. Like literally, I work for Coles, and we have higher attendance after our gates close at 10 o'clock, and the workers are in there left.
I saw
That's
more.
all there is, brother.
I saw more people at the Macca's bathroom down the road from the stadium.
Okay, that's a different podcast. But for me though, it's like it's embarrassing. Western United in the first half had an XG of what's inside the middle of a donut?
0.
Thanks. So absolutely 0. How do they end up with a higher XG than us in the total for the second?
You mean no shots on target and a higher XG?
How does that work? Thank you, Stat Merchant, for fixing. But how does that work? Like it doesn't make sense in my head.
No,
brother. Talk to the mathematician down here. It doesn't make sense. Go to uni professor. Try and explain that to him. You could do a 4-year uni degree for theology and that wouldn't make sense.
They're literally defying like logic at this point.
It is.
But Tom,
it's unbelievable.
We've said it for weeks. They hold all the ball and do nothing with it.
Yeah.
And at this point, I feel bad for players. And we go to most games. You know, you see players like Milanovic, for example. Every time we see him after the game, they've lost the game. He's depressed.
Yeah,
like they care. No, but what I'm saying is I as a football fan, my biggest thing is the mental health for these players. I hate seeing players lose their confidence because of things like that. You know, you don't want to see him, you know, not be able to pursue his career, for example, lose confidence, can't pick up his form again at the next club, and end up playing freaking Div 3 with us at Mounties.
I'm telling you right now, him and Lachlan Brook are the only saving lights of this. Saving lights of the club.
Brelo's tried.
Brelo's tried, but he hasn't been the same since injury.
No.
I love the bloke. Bleeds for the club.
Yeah.
Hasn't been the same.
And Marcelo held the backup. Today, Marcelo wasn't playing. He was suspended. What happened? 7-0.
It's not a Marcelo, but
it goes to show you, but, you know, and we've said it, you and I have said it from day one. This team has 4 or 5 players that can hold their head high and say that they're trying and they're doing the right things and they're putting, you know, the right ingredients together for themselves, but it's going to eventually crack and it's going to eventually look ugly, and we're looking at it right now.
2 questions for you.
Yeah.
They're follow-up questions.
Yeah.
Has Rudin lost the dressing room?
I think so.
Okay, second question. This is going to sound really stupid, but can it get any worse than a 7-0? Is it done? Season's done.
It's done. They're out of the top 6 officially.
Yeah.
Like
that goal difference is going to hurt us. That goal difference, by any slight means of the imagination, if we somehow streak some wins together and we're equal points for 6th, that goal difference is going to hurt us.
Tom, you want to know the sad part? That second question? I can't answer it.
I'll be honest, I don't know if we can go lower.
I don't know if this, like, what if you come up against a Wellington that's going to be on fire, or you end up playing you play Sydney FC again?
No.
At Jubilee.
Not
at a
Jubilee.
suburban, yeah, it is. It's Jubilee at a suburban ground.
Is it Jubilee?
Yes.
Do you reckon they'll get more than 5,784 attendance?
110%.
Oh, okay.
110%. Look, I think
Bad.
speaking of Sydney FC, I know.
We'll just move it on.
Moving on to that.
Yeah, listen, I'm not going to argue with that.
I don't. At the end of the day, I know how you feel about this team, and by this team I mean the Wanderers.
But you know what? Honestly, it's not like I'm more than a fan.
You bleed black and white.
I live and breathe it. I actually can't stand blue. I can't. When I cross over the Harbour Bridge, I feel physically sick. To be honest, I actually feel physically sick. Like I have to pull over the car before the Harbour Bridge. I actually suggested to whatever the New South Wales Premiers to, you know how they're going to do the double tolls now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I brought that up to Bossman.
Oh,
Yeah, so they're actually reducing people trying to get to the city.
you just called him like big man.
Yeah, big man, listen, organise it for the boy. But I can't do. I bleed for this club, and it's bad. I saw some bad days with Gombau. I saw some bad days for Robinson. That derby hurt me. Western United, I couldn't go to the game. This City game has rocked me.
I'll be honest with you, and like looking like right down the tunnel. At the end of the day, all jokes aside, like I am a Sydney FC fan, but when you start seeing the people around you that actually support the Wanderers, and even the fans, the kids,
And the people in the club
the
as
people
well.
in the club that you know, and it's affecting them too. Like the derby, as much as I did enjoy that win, it was actually like it was actually sad to see how upset with the game that you were. Like you just you literally picked yourself up and you went home.
Not a word.
Not
said.
a word.
Not a word said.
Not a word. And it's not nice to see. And being at the game on Friday, there was empty seats
Soul searching,
everywhere.
brother. Soul searching, brother.
Like
Soul searching.
I had more fun filming the.
Did you do some meditation? Because it was that quiet. You could have, to be honest.
I've done more than meditation, man.
Oh, okay.
No, but jokes aside, it was more fun filming the International Women's Day stuff than it was actually watching the football. And I love football. Like we love football.
It's alive.
But at the end of the day, if I'm going to those games as a fan or not a fan, and I'm not enjoying it one bit, that says a lot.
It's got to change. It's got to change. There has to be. There's got to be something. I'm not suggesting that there's to be personnel.
Yeah.
But there has to be something done. This club has suffered for too long without success.
Yeah.
This club has suffered for too long with, I'm going to call them Euro snobs that only watch the
Premier League,
Prem,
Champions
the
League.
La Liga, the Champions League.
Yeah.
Support what's in your backyard. Don't care which club you support. Preferably red and black. But we've gone on for too long now. There has to be change. And we've talked about for so long this academy prospects, we've got the best facilities in the land. Brother, your cabinet's literally got 2 trophies in it. Minor premiers and that AFC Champions League.
And you've been hanging, seriously, you've been hanging on to that Champions League for 10 years now.
It's my wallpaper.
Yeah. Because, look.
That's all you got. There's nothing else.
Look, it's
sad.
We can go on all day about it. I think it's probably a topic for another conversation, and we'll have to see what happens with the.
I look forward to a deep dive into the West Sydney Wanderers past history.
Yeah.
Maybe I can educate you instead of you educating me.
You're trying to send me further away from the club as you can. Anyway,
you put yourself in that predicament, to be honest. Scrappy first goal for Sydney FC, as they always score their scrappy first goals.
Listen. A team with class, a team with character, managed to get a 1-1 draw, going down to 10 men. About 30-something minutes into the game.
Was it a red card?
Yeah.
Ooh, wow. Let's came off.
Although, they still played well. They only had 28% of the ball, and still managed to outdo Brisbane Roar in attack. That says a lot.
It's Brisbane Roar.
What do you mean? They're like a point behind you. Oh, that says a lot, but yeah, fair enough. 19-year-old Hayden Matthews had a stellar game at the back. 4 clearances and won all 8 of his duels. Ryan Grant, your favourite player.
In what regard?
Your favourite right back in the league.
I would argue in the world.
In the world? More than Trent?
Sarcastically, if you know.
More than Reece James?
Gusto, mate. That's my boy there. Gusto's my brother.
Italian Mafia, mate.
He's my brethren. Listen, that Sydney FC partnership at the back, Aidan Matthews and Gerwood Reich.
Yeah.
I like him.
Yeah.
Both of them, I like them.
Yeah.
I can see them having the potential in a long sort of like Alex Wilkinson role around the club. And there was actually an A-League All Access video that came out last week about the FC in the club. And Aidan Matthews has had a couple of injuries. He had a big one when he was really young. And he's slowly worked himself up. He's only 19, as you were saying.
Yeah.
He's got, for me, he's better than Gerwood Reich. For me.
Yeah.
Taller. Gerwood Reich's he's got a bit of build to him.
Yeah.
But Matthews, I like him. He's calm. He's like a Kyle Rolls for the Socceroos.
Yeah.
Settled, calm, composed. I see he has a future, and that hurts me. But I see he has a future bigger than FC, in my opinion.
And
he's off. He's off.
Yeah, and it says a lot about they have a young. Aside from Ryan Grant, it's a fairly young backline.
Yeah.
And he's kind of stood aside.
Perkins as well.
He stood aside Ryan Grant as kind of a leader there with his composure. And I think as a defender, if you've got that composure at the back, it automatically gives you that, that reliance.
Okay.
You look at, even when you go across to Europe, for example, you look at, Van Dijk, you look at your Salibas, you look at even your Militaus when he first came through.
Yeah.
Young, strong, and composed, and you were able to rely on them from a very young age.
Bear in mind, we aren't comparing Aidan Matthews to.
No. But I'm saying if you want to kind of put it in a in that type of mold, that's probably it is. And you look at Harry Suter, for example. A Socceroo that's gone on to Leicester City, and now they're marching their way back into the Premier League.
He's going to go back.
Hayden Matthews could very well be there. He doesn't need to sign with the Premier League club.
No.
He gets picked up by...
Sign for Mounties, man.
No.
CJ is not taking your spot, brother. I promise you he's not taking your spot, but he might come in there. Mate, speaking of a team that did win, but in the women's space, 3-1 Sydney FC.
What a game. I was there on the weekend.
You had a good time there.
But I really enjoyed it. I actually really enjoyed it. You know, and the turnout there was good. 3,142 people were there.
Close to the Wanderers attendance.
No, it wasn't that far off. And it was a great example, A, to showcase our women's football, B, the quality of it.
It was very evenly contested.
Yes. Can I say, though, before we get onto the actual game, I love suburban grounds.
Yeah. It's the MPL, the NSL day feel. It's the olden day feel, which you can't really. It's like a nostalgia. It's nostalgic.
Right. You sit so close to the players. I could hear Wyman, the Sydney goalkeeper, the flipping off absolutely everyone running at the back. She's like, I'm looking at Martin. I'm like,
that came out of her. No.
What? But like you said, it was it's first place. Western United are first place for a reason. Sydney FC turned up and they played with conviction.
You know who turned up? Vine was on a mission, brother. Vine saw
Red,
brother. She saw blood. She went for that.
But she was absolutely, and the crazy thing, when you go and watch her in person, fuck, she's rapid.
Yeah, bro.
She's absolutely quick, man. And like, you know, watching her, Princess Ibini captain the team that day as well. Yeah. She's starting
She's a good captain. I like her as captain. She
stood up really well. Her game's developing as well.
She's not a vocal captain.
No. She leads
by example.
Yeah.
I like it.
Tom, and I think what I've seen over the last few weeks with her is I'm seeing a much more creative side to her game. And I think it's bringing out the best in Vine. Because Vine's now able to just put her head down, run off her.
Yeah,
they're not relying as much on Ray and Hawkesbury midfield to just be pinging balls.
Yeah.
Even Chauvet played, it was Ray. Ray played like a Perlo style ball.
Did Dos Santos play?
No. I don't think so.
Come on the bench?
I don't think so. I think she was on the bench. I don't remember exactly the bench, but I don't remember.
They got a squad, bro. They're stacked.
They're good, but
they're stacked.
Western United, I have to say.
Hannah Keane, bro.
In that second half, she just turned up. Like, she is tall. And when
and built,
yeah,
that brother's built.
When Vlajnik, sorry if I mispronounced that, Vlajnik came onto the field, it unlocked Keane a little bit because Keane's quick. She's got a bigger build and she's very well balanced. So she was able to back into defenders, play off Tyler, and then run through. And that's when they went up. When Sydney FC went up 2-0, you felt that pressure. It became 2-1. And then they really turned it on. And that's when we kind of saw why Western United were in first place. Even though Sydney FC done well to kind of, you know, hold that pressure really well, sit back deep. And I think they do have probably the best centre-back partnership in the league. FC, personally. And then when you look at Fenton at left-back. And I've been...
She's class.
I've been calling her name for like 2-3 weeks. Every time I watch the game, she stands out.
Class.
That third goal, over the top.
Was all her.
Over the top for Vine, and then Vine just chip.
Yeah.
She had Vine had a Travella in the first half.
Courtney
Vine hit the post, like got past the keeper, hit the post. But man, like we said it last week, you guys really need to get behind these girls. And I'm saying it every week. But when you start going out to the games yourself, you start talking to the fans, you start talking to the players.
Don't knock it until you try it, please. If you don't believe us, no problem. The tickets are cheap. Go out there, purchase one, have a look for yourself. Maybe don't come to one of the bottom teams, but go to Sydney FC, watch them play. Even the Wanderers did well against them.
Yeah, 1-1 against Canberra United.
Go and honestly, go and support your local and just have a look at the stuff they can produce.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, the feeling of like, it was in Leica. So me and my friend Martin head down.
Yeah.
Martin was here a few episodes ago. Went down, got there a bit early. It's by the water. You know, go for a bit of a stroll before the gates open. We bought the tickets at the...
Did you go on a nice date? Did you get some ice cream? Did you go on the bay run together?
No, actually we did go on the bay run.
Was it cute? Did you hold hands?
No, we sat there and
watched... In your eastern suburbs slang with your little cardigan on top? Come on, Martin. Yuck. Come to the west.
Sydney, mate. All we're trying to say...
Where the TNs?
Listen, let me set the scene, bro.
No, there's no scene, bro.
Let me set the scene.
Kebab shop at Fairfield. Come there, brother. Crazy.
Go watch, bro. Nah, look, all jokes
I'm glad you restrained yourself from that one.
All jokes aside, I think, you know, we bought the tickets at the box office there. Like, you know, the old school physical tickets. I love that. You walk into the game and we got there early. And we watched people bloody rush in and the line was like down the...
Have they got the turnstiles?
No.
Oh, that's the thing.
No.
I love the turnstiles. That's a
But-
bit of authenticity.
But you look at grounds like that. You look at grounds like Belmore. You look like
Never been there.
Belmore Sports Ground.
It's rugby league.
No, Sydney Olympic.
I don't do that.
Sydney Olympic.
Hey, Greek.
Sydney.
Sorry.
Apologies.
Apologies to the Greeks. Kitty eska kitty. If you know what that means.
He's been hurt by
Have I?
Anyway,
Take it. Have
I have to say, back on Courtney Vine. Back on Courtney Vine. Back on Courtney
I want to
Vine.
go back to Courtney Vine.
I think I'm talking about myself for the Greeks.
Okay.
Anyway, back on Courtney Vine. Is there a reason she's stuck around this league? Because
Yes, I'll tell you why. She said it herself. She wants to be and show an example of, after such a brilliant, successful 2023 Women's World Cup, she wants to set an example that you can have homegrown talent here, that you can make a name for yourself here. She wanted to stay for one more year. I guarantee you she's going to move somewhere next year.
And
Yeah, but
she's
she
a
has to
talent.
go. Yeah.
Like when I say, and we've had this conversation over the last week, I actually think our women's game in Australia provides more quality than the men's does at the moment in terms of level and equal. If you go and watch first versus last in the A League, you're gonna get a thumping. A lot of the time. You see the difference in quality.
I think it's the tightest league in a while for the A League, in my opinion. It's the tightest league in a while. I don't think that squad wise, it's not too dissimilar
No,
from first to 12th. I actually don't think so.
but if you take into consideration the quality of the women's football and the quality of the men's football compared to the rest of the world, I think we have a darn good women's league. And you can't turn around and say otherwise, because watching that women's football game on Saturday and watching that men's football game on Friday, you best believe I'm picking that women's game every day of the week.
Okay, but in terms of a entertainment, I can see it.
Yeah.
But a product, if you were to go to any football analyst, they're going to look at different things. So a men's game is stereotypically more classified like a chess, for example. How are you going to outplay that other guy? What defensive maneuver are you going to do if he attacks that way, and vice versa? Whereas the female game, I view it as a bit more transitional. So it's a bit more, okay, when they're out of position, bang, we go, quick as we can. That's what I think the difference is, in my opinion.
I just think when it's given the chance...
I'll tell you something. I watched that game, United versus FC.
Yeah.
Not live with you, because I didn't want to be in the eastern suburbs.
No,
However-
he was out of City. He loves the Eastern
Anyway. So, am I right or wrong? Was it very transitional?
Yes, it is. It's a much more attacking game, 100%. But I also think that when the
And that's why it brings entertainment,
it brings entertainment.
in my opinion.
But in this country, and as we've seen, when it's given the chance, it provides a much more quality product to watch.
Agree to disagree.
I'll put it this way. If I was to line up the WSL, the English Women's League, and line up the W League or Liberty A League, compared that to the A League and the EPL,
No, it's a different story.
much more difference, a much bigger difference in quality.
I
And that's
agree.
what
I
I'm
agree.
saying.
I agree.
And when overseas people look at our country in terms of football, I'm putting that women's game forward. Personally.
Okay. Okay.
So
Interesting.
anyway, on to another women's game.
Listen, we want to be quick because we've got a brilliant segment, and we've got someone that we want to introduce to you who's going to become a full-time member of UBF podcast. So I'm going to leave this to you. You've got 5 minutes on the clock starting now.
All right. So
As my good friend Ty would say, do your job or don't do it, brother. You got 4.5 minutes. Run it.
mate,
Run it.
it's your team as well.
Sam Kerr's not playing. So don't worry.
Okay, so that's fine.
4 minutes and 15 seconds.
Nah. So Chelsea play Arsenal this weekend in the Women's Super League.
I know we're first, though.
You're first, we're third. And the last time that we played there, we broke the record. We played against you guys. We broke the record for attendance, 59,000.
Sure.
We broke it again 2 weeks ago, and we broke it against United, and then we broke it again against Tottenham.
That was last weekend.
Yeah. But last time, Emma Hayes, the Chelsea coach, described it as the worst Chelsea performance, or catching them at their worst, so to speak. Chelsea are coming off a 1-0 win against Everton on the weekend.
Yeah.
Sorry, not Everton. Sorry, yeah, against Everton in in the league, and then against City in the Conti Cup. Hannah Hampton, absolutely insane. Absolutely insane this season, man. Like, credit where it's due. And she's pushed Berger out of the team. And Berger was a mainstay for a long time, the German keeper.
Brick wall, brother.
She was a brick wall. And Hannah Hampton, she's not a bigger keeper.
No.
She's more mobile. She's more of a modern keeper. But my God, the way she flies.
Yeah.
I wish I could fly. I'm a goalkeeper. I wish I could fly like Hannah Hampton. But yeah, despite a few good showings from Ramirez and Lauren James through the middle of the attack, I have to say, Chelsea have struggled without Kerr.
We have. How many games are left?
6 or 7, I believe. Yeah.
So, for me though, I think we're just going to have enough to ride it out. I think those 6, 7 games. I think if it was at 10, 15 games left, we could have a discussion.
Yeah.
I think Arsenal's going to be very tough. Very tough. I know there's 30,000 tickets sold already. 4th time we've only played at Stamford Bridge this year. For me, a bit interesting.
Yeah.
But we don't want to discuss that. Why? I'm very, very intrigued by this game. Predictions. Give it to me.
0-0.
Yeah, I see 0-0. I see 1-1. I see Russo scoring. And I see Ramirez or James.
Hey, I think Beth Mead. Look, I say 0-0.
Beth.
But Beth Mead is on for a hat trick at some point. The way she's been playing these last 4 or 5 weeks, man.
Hopefully it doesn't come.
Hopefully it comes against Chelsea, because it'll bring me nothing in life could bring me more joy than watching my team spank those Chelsea.
I think you've had enough joy for these past 2 weeks. Thanks.
But no, jokes aside, she's bound for one of those games where she just bangs 2 or 3 goals and absolutely rips the team, because we've seen the last few weeks, and you've seen it as well. She has been on fire. On fire.
Yeah.
So... yeah.
So you think 0-0, I think 1-1.
Yeah. Although, before we move on to the next segment, this is the last match Chelsea have against either City or Arsenal.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So the 5 or 6 games left will be okay.
Yeah.
I think.
Our good friend. So we have a new addition to the UBF team. Okay. So he'll introduce his name. But thou who shall not be named will be joining us at games. He'll be joining us on the podcast occasionally, every now and then.
And he supports the right team.
Supports Sydney FC.
No, supports the right team.
Oh, the other team.
The right team.
Chelsea.
Correct.
But yeah, no, he'll be joining us at games, going out to games. We'll be heading out to more women's and NPL games and even at the A-League games. So we'll be trying to spread out. You'll be seeing a lot more of the team everywhere. And even jumping on with his analysis. Even though he's a Chelsea fan, I got to give him credit. He knows ball.
He's not a stat merchant like you, which I'm very glad to talk with.
But welcome, Ben.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. Thank you very much.
Benny boy, how are you, mate?
I'm very, very well.
You excited to join on the good team?
Naturally, man. I'm on the right side here.
Ben, question for you. Do
Over
you want to give us a bit of a rundown about yourself, how you sort of came into football and what made you sort of jump on the podcast?
Well, Abs and I have known each other for a few years now. We
in the trenches together.
In the trenches together, putting people on hold just to chat football.
Well done, boys. I would hire those boys any day.
Can we repeat the line? Yeah, but I'll hold for 3 to 5 minutes just so we can look at this for you. Yeah, Hazard is absolutely shit on the weekend.
Hey, quick moment for Hazard. Better than Ronaldo.
Okay. Ben, you're off the podcast, mate. Sorry, champion. Sorry, Ben. Sorry.
I mean, I'm a fucking Aussie kid.
Yeah.
I've been playing sport since I was 5 years old, playing football since I was 5 years old, stuck in goals at 8 because I was pretty awful outfield. Been there for 14 years, finally figured out how to do it.
Yeah.
Best moment of my life, Champions League final, 2012.
Ooh, 2012, not 2020. Not when King Kai scored?
I'm going to say it now. It is written in the stars. Come on, Ben.
Sorry, mate, I'm sorry.
Come on,
Bro,
Ben.
I was 10. Give me a break.
Listen, it's his first time on the podcast. He's nervous, so I understand. We were there, but it was tough.
Look. It was tough.
Listen, we've got a fun one today. So we thought of a. Thank you, Ben. We've got a bit of a fun one. A bit of a welcome to Ben. We've asked Ben what sort of deep dive, and he said, "Boys, scrap the deep dive.
Yeah.
Let's do a bit of a Snog, marry, kill. Oh, sorry. Start,
Snog.
bench, sell. Sorry.
Start, bench, sell.
That's sorry. Different podcast. Sorry, my apologies.
Catch us.
Not one.
Late night for that podcast.
Abs, explain to us.
So we're going to give 3 players, and essentially we've got our little whiteboards here. What the boys are going to have to do is we're going to have to write one that we're going to start, one that we're going to bench, and one that we're going to sell. If an argument persists, let's try and not drag it on, but keep it short, simple, and let's be logical, guys.
All right. So, viewers, we've got about 25 here. So we're going to say we'll pick 3 to 4 each that we want to.
Yeah, we'll start with the highlighted ones actually.
Okay.
And then if we have time, we'll go through the other ones.
All right.
So,
kick us off.
we'll start with the first one, and United fans are gonna love this one. Saka, Foden, Rashford.
It's so easy. It's so easy.
If I write sell Saka, am I off the podcast?
I'm throwing you out that window right
okay.
there. Yeah.
All right, no problems.
All right.
Abs, kick us off.
I'll wait for everyone all at the same time.
All right. Bear in mind, just gonna let everyone. I have the worst handwriting in the world. Just gonna let everyone know that from the off. So if you can't read it, I'm more than happy to say it.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh my
What's
god.
yours?
Same
Good
as
man.
you, mate. Same as you.
My new co-host is found.
Start Saka, bench Foden, sell Rashford.
30 seconds, go.
Next one.
Why? No, 30 seconds, why?
Why?
Yeah.
It's a star boy.
Foden's been world-class
Saka.
this season.
Saka is the measuring stick. Foden scores, gets compared to Saka. Palmer scores, gets compared to Saka. Bloody Nicholas Jackson scores, gets compared to Saka.
No,
Vinny scores, gets compared to Saka.
Nicholas Jackson gets compared to our under 13 striker. Okay, so there's levels to the game.
All jokes aside, Saka is the measuring stick, and when everyone scores and everyone plays well, they compare him to him. When Saka scores, they don't compare him to anyone because you know why? He is number freaking 1.
Take the Arsenal glasses off, mate. Foden's been world class this season.
2-1. Voted. Done.
Next,
It's so simple.
Next one: Saliba, Ruben Diaz, Virgil van Dijk.
You know what? It's a bit of a... Ooh, yeah. Mate, Ben, you're frantically writing, brother. You got these already sorted.
All right, and I'm gonna get killed for this one.
Oh, if you go Saliba first, that's good.
He's going to. He's just
Of course
going
he is.
to.
Yeah, because he's Arsenal, mate. What do you expect?
He's not taking those glasses off.
All right,
anytime
3,
this podcast.
2, 1. Oh, fuck. How?
We've gone the same again.
Yeah, because
mate.
no, but he's illogical.
He's younger. He can do what he can do.
Of course he can, yeah. Best,
So you put Saliba on the bench so we can learn from VVD.
If we're gonna talk about accolades, I'd put him first. But I think our pure skill at the moment, I'm taking Saliba.
Yeah, no one cares, mate. No one cares.
Justification. Why am I the only one have to justify myself?
Because you're the only one putting the wrong answers on the bloody board, mate.
Every single week, Claude was here. You defended VVD. Anthony was here. You defended the aura, the ponytail, the presence.
Listen,
and now you're going for
Saliba,
a bold Frenchman.
You don't understand.
A bold Frenchman.
Saliba's father is Lebanese. Yes.
I'm sorry. How does that?
I'm Lebanese.
Guys, it's a fake lib. I've actually sorted it.
Says the bloke that will die by the who's on your back today? Kostic? No, he's so big. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Get him off the podcast.
Modric.
Get him off.
What? Are you? Ante Rebic, number 18,
Ante
2018 World
Rebic.
Cup final. Thank you very much.
Modric or Maradona?
I'm going to be a crack. Modric.
Modric,
Spec.
there we go.
No,
Anyway,
it's Maradona.
next one.
I'm stuck with 2 idiots.
Ben, welcome to the podcast, brother. It's a pleasure. Ford, Rasso, or Fowler? I like this one. Ford, Rasso, or Fowler?
Based off footballing ability.
I'm glad you clarified that one. I'm glad.
Oh, this is tough.
It's tough. It's
can you
very,
timestamp
very
this one?
tough.
Can you timestamp this one?
It's very,
Just
very
make sure.
tough.
Oh, dear Lord.
Shit.
I've got my answer
I've
already.
got mine as well.
All right. People are going to kill me for this.
Ben, call it, mate.
3,
Hold on.
Oh, here we go. He's
geez.
changed it last minute.
Let's go.
He sorted Nathan
3,
Cleary.
2, 1. We've all gone different.
Whoa!
We've all gone sell Fowler.
Sell
What do you
Fowler.
want?
Ivan, walk in the room now, brother. Ivan, walk in.
Oh my
Can we
days.
all agree on starting forward?
No,
No.
he started Fowler.
Start Fowler.
What did you start?
I'm start forward, bench Fowler, sell Rasso.
Okay, I only think Rasso because
Wow.
of the I know that Fowler's come and burst onto the scene. I get it. But I just think the levels that Russo's been playing
You've
at.
already
and what
pissed off Western Sydney, mate.
that's a huge
You can't
call.
be selling Fowler now. She's Penrith's sweetheart.
What do you mean? Bankstown City Junior.
Oh,
That is
you're
a
done for,
huge
mate.
call, by the way.
He's gonna get beaten up in Western
I'm
Huge.
He's Eastern Suburbs. It's
I
fine.
just
He
think-
never
Oh, yeah,
sets
it's
foot
I
there.
just think the levels to which Rasso's taken her game over the last 2 years has, for me, eclipsed the bursting onto the scene of Fowler.
This one I'm looking forward to. Kane, Rooney, Shearer.
This is
Kane,
tough.
Rooney, Shearer.
And it starts the conversation like, how do you compare eras?
You don't. You don't. In Abs's mind, you just look at stats.
Struggling.
Shit.
That was easy.
Who thought of this one?
Yours truly, mate.
Oh, shit.
Thy Benjamin.
I can't
I'm
spell
struggling with
yeah.
this.
Ready?
Oh my god, we've done the same.
3, 2,
1.
1.
Silk. Yeah,
Selke.
Tottenham.
No,
Shearer
classic.
first.
You've got his jersey up on the wall behind you.
Not this. All right, let's be honest here.
got a bit of box
Let's
there,
be honest here. Rooney for me is better than Kane. Yes?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Which is why we've started.
Shearer's accolade still hasn't been shut down. At clubs like Newcastle
He's a stat
and Blackburn.
He actually is a stat merchant. He actually is. No, I'll be honest with you. The fact that Rooney and Kane arguably have scored harder goals in a harder time to play football, in a more organised, in a more structured way of playing football, for me, eclipses Shearer's frantic, less organised, less defensive robustness of teams.
I respect where he played, how he played, and what he achieved. Simple as that.
Mate.
What did Kane achieve?
Tottenham.
What did Kane achieve?
It's Tottenham. Look, it's just Tottenham.
Anyway.
This one I wrote. This one, brother, it's for me and you.
Let me.
Enzo Caicedo, Enzo Caicedo and Conor Gallagher. Wow. If anyone decides to to sell Caicedo, I'll give you a $5.
Are we ready?
1 second.
No. There's some long names, mate. Oh, no, I've got to change my answer.
Oh my God, he's changed his answer. Wow.
Yeah. Hey, give us a sec.
Francis.
Give us a sec.
All right. I am ready.
Nearly there.
Ben,
All right, we're here.
3, 2, 1. Yeah, good man.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's okay. I respect that. For me,
You have to start Gallagher. He never leaves anything on the pitch.
I agree.
Like
He's the best of both.
exactly.
Yeah.
And he's shown this season that he's going to be the one who holds that midfield together.
Leadership, everything.
I think Enzo is just a bit more talented, to be honest.
Enzo's got,
He's
that
more
South
talented.
American skill, whatever you
Well,
want to call it.
Caicedo has. That brother's getting sold. 107 million?
I'd
No
rather
problem.
the
I'm selling
Caicedo that
Enzo.
played for Colombia or Ecuador, in the Women's World Cup. She was better.
Ben, question.
Yes.
If any team was to give you 20 million for Caicedo, would you take it? Be honest.
No.
I would sell that brother for 5.
Mate, I'm selling Enzo.
Did you see what he did today against Nick? You're selling Enzo.
Yeah, I said that. Sell Enzo.
You know what's weird? I'm
I feel like
putting Enzo there on bench only because I see more potential in him than I do
Thank you
Caicedo.
very
But
much.
I
Thank you,
actually think that I've seen more out of Caicedo this season than I have Enzo.
The Ecuadorian.
Enzo go.
What?
Enzo just ghosts in big games. Enzo ghosts.
The free kick.
Caicedo does a lot to the point where you see a lot of his mistakes. That's the problem. Caicedo does more than Enzo. It's just that the problem is he's got a bigger sample size to judge from. And a lot of them, you remember the bad stuff because your team hasn't necessarily done any good this season.
Cole Palmer.
Can I give you a good example?
No.
He cops the same treatment that Granit Xhaka used to when we were sitting in 8th.
No.
Yes. Anyway,
Jacques is a better player than Caicedo.
110%. Anyway, next one. Luis Suarez,
Ooh.
Thierry Henry,
Ooh.
Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Oh my word.
Oh, dear Lord.
This is easier than both of you are making it out to be.
You know what? I'm going to be controversial. I don't care.
All right.
3, 2, 1.
Good man.
Yeah.
Good man. So the big nose.
How dare
Yeah.
you sell that
Hey.
nose?
Are you
Mate.
serious?
Suarez, put aside his tendency to bite people, put aside his racism. He's he's top 5 strikers the Prem's ever seen.
Yeah, but Zlatan.
Zlatan
Zlatan.
for me is iconic.
Zlatan,
Zlatan's iconic.
he's iconic. He's got the ego.
Is he better than Benzema? Zlatan.
No,
Hello.
Zlatan better than Benzema.
He said no.
no,
Oh. Is he better than Kane?
Ooh.
no chance he's better.
Hold
than
on,
Kane.
hold on. Zlatan, over his career, success has been like he's consistently been Zlatan.
Yes.
Ben's only up until the last 5-6 years, I'd say, has then
Benzema. Listen to me.
But-
Zlatan could only score the goals that Zlatan could score.
yes.
No
but
other player could score the goals that
let
Zlatan
me
could.
In
let
Liga.
me let me put another perspective to it though. Ben's for the best part of 7 or 8 years had to also play outside Cristiano Ronaldo,
Exactly.
prime Gareth Bale. Whereas Zlatan, every team that he went, bar Barcelona, he's been the main guy. So you could argue both ways.
I'm benching Zlatan and I'm selling Suarez.
Look, Suarez, again, I make the same argument with Messi.
Two phenomenal strikers. bro.
It's that Barca team and the players he had around him. He had the service of all service at Barca.
The brother killed at Liverpool. Relax.
He did.
He had zero
He
there.
did. He did.
He had
He
zero
did.
there, brother.
He
He had
did.
Jordan Ibe on
He
the
did,
on the
but
right.
his career,
Hello.
he built his like legacy, cemented it at Barca.
I don't think so. I think what he did at Liverpool
It's pretty special.
was special. That 4-goal game against Norwich, like everyone recognizes that as the best collection of goals. in
You
one
could
game.
argue that he's had the best one season in the Prem, which I would have to agree with you. He's had the best one season, bar Haaland's. I would argue that Suarez is up there in top 3 seasons of the Prem.
Yeah.
Single seasons.
Look, I think we're gonna have to.
I'm just glad we all started Henri.
Yeah.
Like it's clear.
People would have
that's
been.
obvious.
I would have thrown people out of this room.
I was contemplating because I love Zlatan. He's my boy. Listen, we'll do 3 or 4 more because we're running out of time.
I think. I'll leave that one towards the end.
Okay.
Give us the key.
Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets. This will define whether you know ball or you don't know ball.
If you're putting Busquets first, you can absolutely do one. Do one. You're putting Busquets first. Lanky tea biscuit. You're putting Lanky tea biscuit first, you can do one.
Done.
You know this one's not easy, but to be honest.
It's not easy, but
Whoa, one sec. Ignore the handwriting. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, 3 different answers.
Booyah! Okay. So you started Iniesta, I started Iniesta. Iniesta for me is just,
Iniesta.
for me he's better than Modric.
Yeah.
For me.
And that says
and
a
that
lot.
from a
And-
Croatian.
and that's huge.
very big
That's
from
huge.
a Croatian.
Iniesta is just absolutely incredible. However, Modric beats Xavi in Busquets for me.
No, for me, Busquets, you got to remember, Busquets was never the quickest, was never the strongest.
Yeah,
but
that's-
his ability to dictate
I agree.
the game.
I agree.
This is why I've started him. I think you put Busquets in that team, like in any team, and he will control the tempo for you. Like he will dictate how your team builds out from the back. I think everyone knows Iniesta clears Xavi, right?
Yeah, of course.
Like that's clear. That's
Yeah.
clear. So
Yeah.
bum Xavi off.
Yeah.
You know what?
Bench Iniesta.
We're running out of time. Let's you pick one out of the list. I'll pick one, and then Ben will pick one. Go first.
There's one I want to finish up with. So that's
Is that the HMJ? HMJ?
no, it's the very last one.
Yeah, last
The very last one we finish
Okay.
up with. Okay.
All right.
So
So your one go.
um,
You want to do?
Messi, Ronaldo, Maradona.
Oh.
Here we go.
Ben, this will determine if you have a permanent place on the UBF podcast.
Mate, this is such an easy one.
Yeah, very easy.
Oh God. Am I drawing a Coke bag or am I just writing that? I don't know, to be honest.
You've taken the joke
Yeah.
off my bloody
Sorry,
whiteboard,
sorry,
mate.
mate. Sorry. Have you drawn it? If you drawn it, fair play.
3,
2,
2,
1.
1. Oh my
Sell
god!
Messi.
Get out! Get out!
Sell
Actually,
Messi.
get out!
You
Villain
selling
arc
Messi?
completed. Villain arc completed. Get
Sorry.
him out.
That's the villain arc over there. He's gone from west to east. That's 2-1. So Ronaldo. Agreed.
Ridiculous. Okay. Absolutely ridiculous. I'm sorry.
But why aren't you concerned about selling Messi there? That's the one that's got me. And I agree with you.
Look, I'm speechless. I'm actually speechless.
That one I'm lost for words.
Man is selling the best player to have ever touched a football.
Not the best, second best.
He's the best. It's clear.
Agenda.
CR7, best athlete to ever play the game, best mindset to ever touch a football field.
So that's so far 2-0 to Ronaldo, by the way, from what you're saying.
We would not have Messi if Maradona did not touch a football, and that is my justification.
We would have.
So what? Maradona gave birth to Messi? Hello. What do you mean? Your point's null and void.
Maradona was nothing without the Colombian marching powder. Full stop.
Ben, unfortunately, you've been cancelled, brother. You're not on the podcast, unfortunately.
Look, some would say I have an agenda. Some would say I don't.
I agree with you, though. But selling Messi is ridiculous.
Selling Messi.
Messi has never. You got to understand. In terms of the player, in terms of the player that he is and what he's been able to do and the way he plays football, magical. Some would say the best ever. Like I said, some would say the best ever. But when it comes to the hard work, the determination, what he's been able to win, on top of that, you look at Messi and the teams that he's played for since he came into that Barca team. Look at where he started and look at when he left that Barca team. Now he's scoring one goal every God knows when in Inter Miami.
He's got 15 goals and 6 assists.
He had Xavi, Busquets, Iniesta. He had the best of best players come in and out the doors of Barcelona. He never had to go to a team where he actually had to work for it. He had teams built around him with the best coaches in world football that to ever come about. The whole club was built off the basis of Johan Cruyff. Pep Guardiola came in, built a dynasty there. Luis Enrique came in there, signed Neymar, the best player, and Dos Santos at the time. It's crazy. Ronaldo had to play with Harry Maguire.
Bro, breathe.
Listen to me.
Just breathe.
Stop chatting shit. You're not selling Messi. Okay, I'm overruling you though. Love you. Okay, keepers for me. Keepers get not enough love.
They have
Neuer, Casillas, or Gianluigi Buffon. There's your three. I like that. There's only one correct order, by the way, just to let you know.
There really is.
There is only one. Abs, call this one.
3, 2, 1.
A good man.
Yeah.
A good man.
Yeah.
I'm starting to like this man. I like him. I like him.
The Italians have already been offended.
I like him.
My only justification there is I do think that Casillas did change the game. I think Neuer by far, absolutely changed the way goalkeepers play.
Neuer's first.
But I do think Casillas is very underrated in what he was able to do and change for goalkeepers around the world. Buffon, longevity.
It's the longevity.
It's the longevity for me. I take change over longevity, personally for me.
All right.
That's why you start Neuer.
Second last
Neuer
one.
was the best of both worlds, to be fair.
Are you going with the midfield one that I'm thinking of?
I was going to do the...
Which one? The bottom, the third one from the bottom?
I was just going to do the modern day, the Haaland.
That's his call?
Mbappe,
Right.
Jude.
Mate,
Yeah.
tell him which ones.
It's Haaland, Mbappe, Jude.
Haaland, Mbappe, Jude. Ooh, yeah. Haaland, Mbappe, Jude. Bear in mind, the certain gentleman to my right said, make sure they're in the same positions, please, producer.
No.
Jude plays in up front, does he? Yeah.
Yeah, but would you rather
Wait,
Vinny?
false
Who's
nine?
better? Who's better, Vinny or Jude? You want me to put Saka in there?
Francis.
There we go. I think me and you might have the same answer.
What's? By the way, I hate.
Go, come on.
Wait. Jude.
Any danger, mate.
Am I writing Norwegian or just I can't spell, but I'm telling you. All right, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Listen, if I see Mbappe or Griezmann, what they did to my beautiful country in 2018, I will happily do 10 years in jail, if you know what I mean. But listen to me. He's the best player on this list. Mbappe is the best player. He does stuff like no one else does. Yep, he's going to Real Madrid soon.
Where he's going to be second fiddle to Jude.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Jude
He's English,
is...
brother, relax.
We're playing on the right wing. Mbappe will be playing on the right wing,
Yeah.
Vinny on the left, and Jude down the middle.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I bench Mbappe over Haaland. Mbappe's got the versatility. He's
Haaland's
electric.
last.
Haaland, you sell Haaland
sell
every
Haaland.
day.
Great goal scorer.
Great, fantastic goal scorer. No other dimensions to his game.
Yeah. Are we gonna finish it off?
We are going to finish it off. Talk to me.
Carpenter, Catsley, Nevin. 3 Matilda's fullbacks.
Oh, you know that's...
This is so tough.
Oh, dear Lord.
I've got to do it.
All right.
Alrighty, boys. 3. Ben, you ready? 3,
We're good.
2, 1.
Oh.
Good man.
Yeah,
Good man.
yeah.
Good man. Yeah.
I can't
Catley.
believe you put the Arsenal ladies.
I just think that
Captain-
Carpenter's actually changed the game at fullback.
Captain, leader, for me,
Yeah.
the most influential player at the 2023 Women's World Cup.
Stood up. She stood up.
Steph Catley, for me, would you agree on that, Ben?
100%.
She for me, was our
100%.
saving light.
Yeah.
As long as we're just keeping Sam Kerr out of that conversation.
My
My captain didn't play for many games.
Can I do a bonus one?
No.
Thomas Ben Abdul.
Oh, check out. Wait. What are we rating this on?
Whatever you like.
What?
As people in this world,
Whoa, are we talking
based off
intelligent?
their goalkeeping ability.
Well, I'm last.
I don't know. Who has the nicest hair?
Oh, I like that. Ben's got but see, me and you are similar. He's got different.
Ben's at the side of them.
Oh my God. Okay, well, whiteboard's down. So, Ben, we've agreed that you're the decider. So, between our 2 co-hosts,
Who you benching?
who you benching? Me or Abdul? Bear in mind, I'm
Mate,
getting a trim tomorrow.
We go a long way back, man. Come on.
Like that hairline.
I know.
I'm sorry.
Come on, man. Come on.
Tough.
Come on.
The brother said hairline.
The goatee's meant to distract you. Come on.
The brother said hairline.
Come on.
I'm sorry.
Come on,
sorry.
man.
I'm sorry.
Thank you for calling the ATO. Come on.
The brother said hairline.
Can I put you on hold for 6
Tom,
months?
hold on.
don't insult me.
Thomas,
Don't insult me.
Thomas, do a lift.
Do a lift what?
Lift your hairline.
Not that bad. It's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
Wait, love, it's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
Mine's there to show, mate. To be fair, I've got a couple years on him.
I look 15. There's no problem. I look 15. There's no problem.
All right, it's fine. I'll sell me. I'll go to another podcast.
Josh Hadokar, listen, this brother
Let's
knows
drop,
this.
mate.
Let's drop. Now, Ben, brother, speaking on behalf of everyone at UBF and Abdul and myself, welcome aboard. It's going to be an absolute fun ride.
been a
Trust me,
pleasure.
you won't know until a few days before what's happening. But that's how we like to do it here. But no, it's going to be a good ride, and we're excited to have you on. And we're very excited. Any words from the former ATO workers?
No, mate. It's a pleasure bringing you on, mate. To be honest with you, of all the people that know ball, all my friends that know ball, I think we've got the right one. Sorry, Ali. No, I'm joking. I love you, Ali. But no, it's a pleasure having you on, mate. I know that you'll be able to do what you need to do, and you'll be seeing more of his face on social media.
Absolutely.
More on this camera. You know, if I ever can't make it, you can't ever make it. I know that. You know.
Got a more than capable substitute.
Yeah.
That's it.
No, it's good. It's good, and it's a UBF family at the end of the day. So welcome to the family, mate.
That is. We have been UBF. I have been.
Hold on.
So sell me.
Hold
Okay.
your horses,
Sell
guys.
me.
Hold your horses. We had a bit of a tease there. So next week, guys, we have another special guest. Do you want to know the name, or do you want to know the accolades first?
Give me a tease.
All right, so you would have seen her on Optus Sport. You would have seen her with the coverage of the Women's World Cup. You would have seen her on Born Offside on the podcast as well, all over TikTok, all over Instagram, all over the footballing media realm. And she's played a big part in women's football and media.
I think so as well.
Next week's special guest,
Is
Kat Haddad.
wow, huge clap. Absolutely.
Give it up.
Yeah.
Kat, no, honestly, Kat, we thank you for coming on. We're very excited, as you can imagine. And likewise with Claude and a possible future others that we have in mind.
Yeah.
I think this is a major step for the podcast, and I think speaking for myself, Abs and Ben and everyone involved, I think it's going to be a very positive experience.
And I think, guys, get ready. I think the next couple of weeks we're going right into women's football.
Yeah, absolutely.
And especially the guests that we have lined up, the games we're going out to and what we're doing.
Yep.
It's going to be a sight to see.
Nice voice crack, by the way.
Thank you very much.
Try not to laugh.
But yeah, pleasure to have her on.
Okay.
And then, I'm excited for next week. You excited?
I'm excited. Look, I barely can't wait. Barely can wait.
Yeah.
I've got a busy week this week. Going back to uni and a few things, but I'm going to mark in that next Tuesday, mate. Don't you worry.
Next Wednesday.
Going to mark in that next Wednesday.
Don't get that wrong, mate.
I'm rocking up to Bella Vista on Tuesday.
Nah, but look, I've been Abs.
Thomas, and our induction member for today is...
I've been Ben.
And together we have been united by...
Football.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Beautiful. Better.